Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to Shifting Lanes. My name is Hanson, and for this video, let's go take a look at the 2024 Land Cruiser 1958 edition. The big distinction here is, of course, the front end. The front end is very unique. It's got the circular LED headlights and also the fog lamps. So this is a throwback to all of the other Land Cruiser designs. This is a much more classic look, and it also has the Toyota Heritage grille. Compared to the previous Land Cruisers, the overhang is now a lot shorter, so that has really improved the approach angle, because with this one, this has a 30-degree approach angle. And I also like how the Toyota designers have really individualized all of these bumper elements, so it looks like you could cut them easily or just take it off entirely and replace it with a steel bumper so that you could increase that approach angle. You could put a winch if you want to and just make it much more robust than this simple plastic bumper. Powering all of these Land Cruisers, you're going to have just one power plant, and that is a 2.4 liter four-cylinder turbo hybrid called the iForce Max, and that's going to make 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. There is a 48 horsepower electric motor, and that's integrated into the 8-speed automatic transmission, and that's going to be feeding energy into the 1.87 kilowatt hour nickel metal hydride battery. Also standard on all Land Cruisers is the full-time four-wheel drive with 2-speed electronically controlled transfer case, a center locking diff, and also an electronic locking rear diff. So that's going to provide you with the 50-50 split to the rear wheels. So because of the Powertrain and the drivetrain, you could tow up to 6,000 pounds. So all of that equipment is standard for the Land Cruisers, but for this 1958 edition, you're going to get these special 18-inch wheels, and that's going to come with 245/70 R18 tires, and these are all-season tires, but it looks like you could fit much more even without changing any of the suspension elements, because this is running on the tnga-f platform. So the GX can actually fit up to 33-inch tires without any modification. We can actually fit much bigger tires here. That's not going to take a very long time for people to put larger tires on here. When it comes to the interior of the 1958 grade, we have the same steering wheel here, but there's no paddle shifters for the 8-speed automatic transmission. You also have a smaller digital driver display here, and you could kind of see it. I can't really turn this on right now because I don't have the key, but here you could see some static displays. Here is the actual size of the digital driver display, and here's more static gauges on the side. And over here we have the 8-inch infotainment system. This is using the new Toyota infotainment system, which is much more usable compared to the old one. But yeah, check out these big bezels here. It looks kind of unsightly, but you know what? This is a lot better than what it was before in the previous generation. Here you still have the volume knob, which I really appreciate on all cars. And here, more physical buttons, all very easy to use. And here we have heated seats, which I really like. And over here in the transmission tunnel, here you have your gear lever for your 8-speed automatic transmission, your mode select, drive mode, you have your crawl control button, and here standard, you have your 2-speed transfer case, center locking diff, rear locking diff, cup holders, decent size armrest, lots of storage. There's no USBs over here, but all of your USB connections are up here, and they're all USB-Cs. Looking at the seats, these are the cloth seats, and this looks very basic right now. I mean, it feels pretty cheap, but you know what? I actually kind of prefer this one because these things are going to get pretty dirty. And over here on the dash, you could see the Land Cruiser embossed on there, which I like. And then climbing into the second row, we've got grab handles over here. There's a decent amount of legroom here. I'm gonna guess maybe about 39 to 40 inches of legroom total, and more cloth seats. It's very cheap feeling back here, but it's not too bad. Here's the one main difference for the 1958 grade. There's no vents up here. All of your venting is down here, and there's no temperature control. So one more way to cut costs. And here are some USB-C ports, and also your standard plug. Access to the back here, you just have a single pivot, and you could lift this out of the way. And over here, you could tell how much space the battery actually takes. And to open the back, the 1958 grade, this is still a manual lift, but it's power assisted with these hydraulic or gas springs. And once you open it up, this panel's a little bit loose. Shouldn't be like that, but you can kind of see that there's the battery back there. But there is a lot of space in here, still compromised by the presence of the battery, but it is what it is. And here you have your 2400 watt outlet. And if you want to close it up, of course, there's no button here. This is still manual. And just like the GX, there's a button here so that if you want to just have like a quick access to whatever you need back here, you can. And if you just want more airflow, you can just open this up. Unfortunately, you can't control it from the inside. Once this is up, you still have to manually close it. But that's the 1958 grade in a nutshell. If you've learned something from this video, please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and that notification bell so that you can be notified the next time I make a new video. Let's wrap it up right there. My name is Hanson. Thanks for watching the video. And that is the 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser 1958 grade. I'll see you in the next one.